Hi, my friends. It's Miss Tara. I am going to be doing a little demonstration of a fun project that you can do at home with things that you might have around the house. We're going to make this silly old owl today. And guess what you're going to need? You are going to need a toilet paper roll. You probably have these around the house and anything to write with. Today, I'm just going to use a little black marker. This one happens to be a fabric marker. I make do with whatever I happen to have around the house, but you're going to need a toilet paper roll, and then you're going to need something to write with. So if you need to go and get some stuff, all you have to do is pause the video, and then you'll come back to it, and then you'll be able to do your own very fun toilet paper roll owl. All right, so pause. Oh, wait. Okay, so hopefully you're back and you have your toilet paper roll and something to write with. And what we're going to do is to start by making the horns on the owl. So you don't need the thing to write with. What you do is you take your paper towel roll or toilet paper roll, and you pinch on either side of the top, kind of flattening out the top of your roll. I think you can see that. That looks pretty good. So now it looks kind of like an eyeball, I guess. Ooh, look, it looks just like an eyeball. Well, what we're going to do is now take one side and we're going to try to push that into the middle. You can see that it's starting to turn. Whoop, that's all pushed in. And we're going to pinch along the side. Just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. So it looks a little bit like this. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So I'm going to turn it around, and then I'm going to fold it in again, kind of try to make it a little curved. Sometimes it's hard because it has, you know, these little creases in the toilet paper roll right here. So now you have something that's starting to look like our owl, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is find that thing that we need to write on it. I'm going to start with the eyes on my owl. And that, you can put them anywhere you want to, but I'm going to do circles. You all know how to make circles. So however big you want, I have a wise old owl. So my owl is going to have big eyes. I think owls are kind of sleepy during the day, so I'm going to make some eyelids. Just put a line right across the middle of the eyes. So, hey, if I'm going too fast, because I know sometimes I do that and I talk fast, you can pause the video. And then when you're ready for the next step, you can start it up again. And here we go. Now I'm going to just do a little eyeball. And I'm going to pretend that that's, you know, just a half a circle so that it's kind of behind the eyelid. So you imagine with your eyes that the eyeball is behind. I'm going to fill those in. A good chance to change the shape of them if you want. Looks kind of like an owl eye, I think. Now, I'm going to draw a triangle. We know how to do triangles too. So I'm going to start with a straight line across underneath the eyes. And then I'm going to do two lines that connect down in the middle. If you want, you can put a little dot right where you want those lines to end so that you have a good target to get to. All right, now we're going to do some feathers. This one's easy too because you know how to do the letter U, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go right underneath my owl's beak, and I'm going to do my first letter U. One U. It's a feather. Looks pretty good. Now we're going to do another one right next to it. And then one on the other side. Okay. So now we have some feathers coming up here, and the next ones I'm going to do are in between those feathers. So they kind of look like they might be overlapping. So I'm going to do another U right here, and then another U next to it. This time only 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then guess what? Only 1. So we can always look at the owl that we finished over here to see what those U's might look like. Now, tough part, we're going to make the wings. I'm going to start with a dot on this side of my owl, just kind of right on the side of where my U's are, and I'm going to try to do a dot sort of on the same spot on the other side. So I have 2 dots. They're not even. Do they have to be perfect? Not really. Everything is perfect when you do it. Here we go. We're going to do one more dot right here. So I have a target for where I want that line to go. And I'm going to turn him a little bit. And I'm going to kind of make an arc. So let's think of this as kind of like a very flat rainbow line. We're going to go from here and keep going and keep going and boom, hit the dot. Now I'm going to have to turn it because it's a little easier for me to do with my right hand. And I'm going to start from this dot down on the bottom. And I'm going to make a curvy line. Oh, it's kind of flat, but that's okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, do we have feathers on the wings too? Sure. This time we can make the U's that we did before, or you could just make lines. I'm going to make lines on this owl to see how it looks. I'm going to put one line, and then and I'm going to follow the contour. I'm going to follow this line, kind of stay about the same distance away from the first line, and I'm going to do one more. There we go. So if I do that, I want to make it look symmetrical. And you guys know what that means. It means that it's going to be the same on both sides. So I'm going to do a line on this side. I'm going to start at this dot and go to this dot. So it's always easy if you want to put your dots about the same distance. Oh, not exactly the right way, right? But who cares? It looks beautiful. And it sure looks like an owl. And things in nature don't always look absolutely perfect, but I think he looks pretty good. Now, you have your owl, and I'm going to put this guy away. I happen to be very lucky, and I have some markers in my house to make some colors, and I am going to use another marker so that I can color in the beak. And that's what I'm going to do there. Now, you can make yours any color you want. I think today, do owls have to be brown? Not really. So I'm going to make this owl have some kind of pinky wings. This looks pretty fun, doesn't it? What color do you think you'd like to have your owl? Now, if you just have like a pen or a pencil, you can use that too, but anything you want. So have fun making your owl out of a toilet paper roll. All right. Well, that's it for our lesson today. I would love it if you send me some pictures through Google Classroom. You can send me some email, and you should be able to see in your mail what my email is, but I'd love to see your pictures and see how yours came out. All right. Bye, guys.